Hello there. My name is Caitlin Danvers, and I am a home economics professor at Spring Willow Academy. Previously on the rolls we made. Wren, Hemlock, and Salt had traveled up to the resort town of Gersten's Redoubt during the winter break from Spring Willow Academy to partake in some downhill skiing and enjoyment of the holidays. But while visiting, the group found themselves embroiled in yet another adventure. Arthur, the owner of the Mount Helene Ski Lodge and Resort, bet his business in a downhill snowboarding contest against Ergon Flapston, the owner of the Gersten, the finest resort in town. To assist Arthur, the gang traveled up the mountain to find Corinne, the best boarder on the mountain. Once they found her, they discovered that she was helping a local extraplanar being find its way back home, and she needed to make sure it got home safely. The gang offered to assist her friend get back home so Corinne could race. The extraplanar being did get home, and the gang made sure that the strange scorpion beast that attempted to breach into our world was kept out, while at the same time discovering that some of Ergon's goons had come up the mountain with a magic staff and were seemingly trying to do something to influence the downhill race. It's time for an unmasking on today's episode of The Rolls We Made. Salt, I imagine you land back on the... Do you land or do you just fly back without them?
I'm flying back.
Okay. Do you say anything derisive as you fly off?
No, I just blow a raspberry.
Okay. So Salt blows a raspberry at you and then flies effortlessly back to town.
Flying is what got us into this trouble in the first place.
Yeah. So there.
Also, isn't the orb still here? We have to take
Yes, the staff is still here.
Yeah, let's grab that. Let's pick up after ourselves at the campsite.
Yeah, take only pictures and leave only footprints, huh?
Yeah.
Let's keep Mount Helene beautiful. So you run over and you grab the staff, which Salt had encased in ice. I guess she didn't encase it super good, but you pick up the ice and it's very cold. But you manage to get a good handle on it, and then the two of you carry it back down the mountain. I don't know if it's kind of struck you yet, but y'all just fought like an other dimensional monster and like beat it, which is, I imagine, a pretty cool feeling.
I need some hot chocolate. I need some hot chocolate.
I need a grilled cheese.
Salt, you are flying back, and that's a fun thing to say. And as you are flying back, you can see that the race is coming to a close. And you see there's that big final jump. Rexon goes for height, and he does, roof to roof and Hawaii McTwist, and lands it perfectly, and everyone cheers. And then Corinne goes up, and she goes distance. As she's flying through the air, she does a McTwist, but then she does a second McTwist, which is far more risky because there's less air.
Whoa!
And then she lands, and everyone down in the mountain just goes absolutely buck wild.
They're ripping their clothes off. They're
ripping their clothes
They are ripping their clothes off. They are running into the snow. They have hypothermia. Corinne is buried with bras and is dead now because she can't breathe through all the bras they threw at her. No, but you see Corinne land this amazing trick, and you fly and land, and you see that like Arthur and Reggie are already like patting her on the shoulder and just like saying fucking like amazing jobs. Zeke has gotten a little tipsy. He's just having a wonderful time. Everyone is just so excited. This is such a fun regatta. The only person who looks upset, obviously, is Rexon, who puts his helmet on the ground and kicks it.
Ow, that's gotta hurt.
Like a grumpy kid.
Yeah, stupid
and
Rexon.
then Flapston, who runs up to Rexton and it was like, how does this happen? How could you have possibly fucked this up so badly?
Oh.
And then Rexton is kind of like, he's kind of agog, like he doesn't quite know what to say. Salt, you see those flunkies run out of the tree line carrying their buddy, who they have to restrain because he went absolutely buck wild when he got shot with the staff. What do you want to do?
What did you say?
Dude.
Eating.
You're yeeting.
I'm going to run for the guy who's behind the other people, Rexon's trainer master thing, and I'm going to grab him by his belt buckles. I'm gonna drag him a little bit.
Okay. So one of the flunkies, you mean?
No, who's the head guy?
Flapston?
Flapson, yeah.
Yeah. So you run up to Flapston and you reach out and you grab I guess like his belt, like the loop of his belt.
His belt, yeah.
And curiously, Salt, your hand just kind of passes through the belt like it's not there.
Son of a
And he looks incredibly the only reason I didn't make you roll for that is because he was shocked to see you. Especially because you floated in like Peter Pan. Like you have not actually stopped flying. But
this is a dreamlike sequence to him right now.
Flapson is like, "What's the meaning of this?" And he like shoves you away.
Whoa, rude.
Hemlock and Wren, I would say that you can arrive at the scene at this time, but you'll be completely out of breath because you had to run down here to keep up with her as she flew.
I need liquid IV.
Corinne has kind of seen the commotion, and Arthur and Reggie have walked up, and Arthur's like, "So, Flapson, this is the part where I go, in your fucking face." And Flapson's like, "Grr," like grumbling. And then Corinne walks over to the staff that you guys are holding, and she's like, that's pretty curious. Where'd you guys find that?
Well,
actually, let me correct that. She asked, like, how did it go? That's the first thing she says, I should say.
Oh.
The first thing she says is, how did it go? Did he get home?
Yeah.
And then
E.T. go home.
E.T. go home. Oh, thank God. Extraplanar terrestrial got home. Got it.
EPT.
She breathes like a huge sigh of relief. And like her curly hair is like matted to her head, but she looks incredibly relieved at this news. And then she notices the stab, and she's like, "How did what do you got there?"
Well, these bozos might need to explain it because they were trying to pull some shenanigans up on the mountain while we were trying to help Homeboy get back to his plane of existence. So I feel like maybe they were trying to do some trickery with the race.
Yeah, maybe we could pull up one of those weird cameras to see what they would do.
Yeah, or potentially we could.
Then Flapson goes, "Wouldn't that be nice? But unfortunately, the cameras aren't working because of the avalanche." And then Zeke goes, "No, they're working."
Thanks, Zeke.
You got it.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's like a glass panel by his shop, and he walks up and taps on it, and it shows it basically. One of the cameras was pointed at the mountainside where you guys were.
How convenient.
Zeke's that way. He just wanted to kind of have like a nice view. So
he's got a crush on Corinne.
He does. You see the flunkies go up with their little staff and the blue light. You then get to see Wren run up and just start like wailing on him. and then the staff falls to the ground and zaps one of them, and then that one, and then you get to see him like as before, like he went buck wild and attacked his friends. Corinne goes, "So this spell inspired conflict in somebody. That's pretty cool. So you guys were carrying a staff to inspire conflict in people." And she was looking at the three flunkies who were just like, "Yeah, it's a living." and then Arthur walks up to the staff and is like, "Hey Reggie, come here real quick." And he's like, you got your butane torch?" And then Reggie's a chef, obviously, so he has like a tool belt of cooking tools, and he reaches out and pulls out like one of those butane torches they use to like heat up the top of sushi, and he burns through the ice really quickly. And as soon as he does that, he reaches down to touch the staff, and then the staff kind of recoils at his touch and flies towards Flapston, who reaches out and just grabs it instinctively. And then he goes, beans.
Red-handed, staff-handed. Looks like you've got a staff infection.
And then Arthur says, "I knew you were cheating, Flapson. I knew I wouldn't bet my business unless I was under the effect of magic. That doesn't make any sense. That's why we live in this fantasy world, in order to justify such ridiculous shows of emotion and behavior. You cast a spell on me." Like that song, you know the one? Got anybody? He turns to the whole crowd. Anyone? No?
Yeah.
It's cool. Anyway, you're under... That's it. Flapson, I'm going to put you under citizen's arrest. And then Zeke says, "You got it, Mr. Mayor." And he walks up and
I want to see Zeke just like cattle prod.
Zeke is
Yeah, you got it, Mr. Mayor.
Zeke walks up and he's fucking obviously jacked. And I think I said Zeke was a gnome, which is pretty cool to see. He runs up and he grabs Flapson and puts him in an arm lock. And as he does so, his hands pass through Flapston's arms, and then Zeke goes, "Uh-huh, a tricky one, eh? Well, how about this?" Zeke pulls out like a small whistle that he keeps in his pocket, and he blows into it. And out of nowhere come two figures, large in stature. One of them is a bear mixed with a beluga whale.
What?
So the head is like a whale's head, but it has a furry body.
That's weird. I don't like that. Does it have a neck? Is it just looking
I
up
mean,
at the
dude,
sky?
it has.
Just constantly looking up.
Well, no, it has a neck like how a bear has a neck, but the head part is whale.
Okay. Well, I mean, like the eyes are on the side, so even if it was pointed straight up, it would only you have to throw the food in the air for it to eat it.
And then the other one is, well, you know this one. It's one of our favorites. It's a cat mixed with a mouse.
No.
Oh.
And Zeke says, Officer Mopsy the mouse cat, Officer Barney the bear whale, place this thing under arrest.
Oh my God, were they deep in undercover this whole time?
Leller's always got to protect his investments.
Yep. And then Mopsy goes, "You got it, Officer Zeke. You're under arrest." And then they walk up to Flapstone, and their hands go out to grab him. Whatever sort of glamour he was using to kind of keep himself not visible, it shuts off as these two get close, and we see that Flapston was actually like a humanoid-sized orb with a giant eye in it, with a lot of eye stalks and a big fangy mouth.
Gross.
What?
He is a beholder. And they both come up and they say, "You're going back to the infernal realm of Avernus. That's where you belong." And then Flapson goes, "What? You're telling me that Lellard can make moves on this plane and I can't? This is absurd." And they're dragging him away. Which is kind of weird because he's floating, but they're dragging him away.
Bye. See you in 6 to 8 years, asshole.
And then everyone like does that thing in an 80s movie. They leap in the air because they're excited and happy. And Zeke says,
But
thanks
Salt's already
a
in the
lot,
air.
Mr. Mayor. You know, I've been deep undercover trying to hunt down this rival beholder, but now that he's gone, we can really let Gersten's Readout flourish. Isn't that right, everybody?" And everyone's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah.
And Reggie gives Arthur like a big old hug, and then you guys are
Kiss. Kiss.
Kiss.
well, of
Yes.
course they kiss.
Oh,
Oh,
They're married, so I mean.
don't make it weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys are doing that. It's weird. Your friends and loved ones come up to talk to you. I mean, well, obviously, you know, the people you've met thus far. Corinne is really excited to know that the creature got back to its home. And I think actually she runs up to you, Salt, and just starts asking you a bunch of questions. But before she has a chance to kind of get a word in edgewise, like your mom walks up to you and kind of like, I think she sort of knows that you were doing something buck wild, both because you're hurt and also because you cast fly on yourself. So she's kind of like nodding approvingly.
Yay.
that's your tell. Oh, she's flying.
She's flying. She must have been up to something.
Ren, your dad is there. He's run up to you with a pickle jar that has for whatever reason a first aid symbol on it.
Pickles.
He solves his problems with food. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is.
You could tell in his body type.
Yeah, and then Hemlock, your sister kind of walks up to you and she's like, I have the bags packed, but I guess we don't need to. I guess we don't need to flee town right now.
Yeah, I think we could stick around for a little while.
Cool.
Sis.
Cool. I like the sound of that because guess what? Turns out did some numbers and we kind of need to do some magic here in order to make the old ends meet.
Where'd all of our money go? I thought we had a lot of money.
Yeah.
Breaking it in hand over fist. What was going on there?
About that. And then she kind of runs away.
God damn it!
There's a
I cast
Lillard's
Crown
game
of Madness of her.
There's a Lillard's game corner. Yeah, you guys have completed you've completed the fun ski trip arc. So,
Yay.
good old job.
Do we get anything cool besides
Well,
memories and friendships?
You'll get some cool stuff for sure. I'll talk about this. So there's a huge celebration. Everyone's really excited and happy. The regatta is like a huge event, and
It's like the end of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's at the end of Star Wars. It coincides with the end of with Yule, with the end of Yule. So everyone they have like a big feast, and obviously like you three are taken back to have like a big nice meal, and it is now the next day, and it is basically the eve of Yule, which is basically like Christmas Eve, and which for us in real life is not even close. We missed it by a week or so, but either way, if you guys recall, prior to coming up to the Mount Helene Ski Lodge and Resort, you picked up some gifts for people.
Nice.
And so if you want, we can do the fun scenes where you guys provide families and loved ones. So who would like to give their gift?
I mean, I'll step up to the plate
Okay.
and give my dad his. I think I got him canning stuff.
You got him a very fancy set of canning supplies for pickling.
Yeah, for pick.
Yeah, so that's where we'll start there. So you come out of your bedroom. You and your dad got put up in a nice suite for helping save the lodge, obviously.
Oh, sweet. Almost made me forget my mom's in the hospital still.
Don't even worry, I would never let you forget that. You walk out and see that your dad is already like hard at work putting together like a really good holiday meal, which is kind of surprising because you know that like the lodge is going to have a meal as well, but I think he just really wanted to cook, and he's pulling out like a big, I don't know, like a roast beef out of the oven, and he's taking a look at it, and he's like nope, and he kind of puts it back in, and then he turns to see you with your little your box, and he goes like, oh hey dear, what do you got there?
Oh, hey. I'm not like the best at giving gifts, so here you go.
Yeah.
What'd you wrap? Well, is it wrapped?
I'm gonna say it's in like the bag that I bought it in, but the bottom of the bag, the price is scratched out, and I put some like tissue paper in it.
Okay. He's like, okay, cool. And he's like, wow, and he pulls at the tissue paper, and he lifts out the box, and he looks at it, and you see you see like tears welling up in his eyes. Like he's like, dear, you got me a real canning set like the big boy chefs have.
Yeah, it's like the shows we watch.
Like the shows, like when we go into town and go to a play where they do canning for some reason. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I was able to get you something really nice because I only really had to get one gift this year. That's where the money went.
I don't know why you're giving him sass about that. You didn't do it. He kind of like hugs the box a little bit and kind of sets it down. And he's still his eyes are kind of welling up, and he's like, "Wow, Wren, you're this is really nice. I was gonna get, well, I guess I will get. I got you something. I got you something too."
Oh, you did?
And he walks over to the so basically the suite has like the kitchen area like where he is and where you are right now, that's like got a table with like an island, and he walks out of the kitchen to like behind like a little, basically like a counter where you would sit at while someone was cooking, and he reaches out from under there and he pulls out a small black box, and he walks it back over to you. And
It's an Xbox Series X.
it's an Xbox Series X. Yeah, he stood in line at Best Buy for like 3 days. It was absurd. He was really tired at the end. No, he hands you the box, and Wren, as you hold it in your hand, it feels it feels like there's something in it, but it's not very heavy, whatever it is. And then he goes, so listen, with everything that's going on, you're going through a lot, and
Oh, you noticed.
obviously, like you're getting older, and if there's one thing that I know about you that I appreciate is how independent you are, and how strong you're being through all of this. I mean, I know you kind of goofed on me with Mom being in the but it's really amazing to see that you're keeping your chin up. And he says, and then he puts his hand on your hand as you hold the box, and he's like, I want you to know that even though it's really tough right now, that I see how mature you're being, and I trust you with these. And then Wren, do you open the box?
Hell yeah, I opened the box. Now I'm chomping at the bit.
Inside the box is a small like tassel, and at the end of the tassel is a key ring, and on it is a key. And you recognize the key because it is the spare key to the family's Arcanist station wagon. Now, you can only use it at night when I'm home making pickles with my new pickling set. But honey, if you need to go somewhere, now you can. And then he gives you like a great big hug.
Aww.
So that was
sweet.
So congratulations. So Wren, now you have access to a car.
Wheels. Nice.
Let's go get some beers.
Let's get some beers.
We're
gonna get some beer. Now can we get rid of that motorcycle we hit?
The pooter scooter? Yeah, it's kind of hiding behind
You never know when we need it. We might need to have a whole cadre of people.
It's still there.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's JoJo the Dungeon Master. Hey everybody, it's JoJo the Dungeon Master for The Rolls We Made, because the real podcast were the rolls we made along the way. Thank you for joining us on episode 43, the finale of the ski trip. Yeah, what do you know? I didn't call the ski trip episode 6 the finale. Yep, this is the finale, and it's quite a finale. There's a nice unmasking, and we get to see the gang have some fun with family and deliver those gifts that they got 6 weeks ago. So that's very fun. This episode was great, and it was a really fun way to cap off the holidays for us, the gang, as we've been recording. We've been recording at a distance because the world is buck wild, as you all well know. But it was really fun to be able to kind of have something to keep us, going, keep us happy, keep us together. And that's what this game has really become over this long quarantine that we've been a part of. Once a week, we get to feel like we're still good buddies, and gosh almighty, we love that. We have luckily managed to kind of build ourselves up a very tiny backlog of episodes. So I know I said that this week was going to be patch day, but actually it's going to be next week's episode is the patch day. And that patch day is going to be pretty amazing because we do some changes to the game that honestly we should have decided on at the start, and I don't know if the next episode is going to be a bonus that should be played before everything else, or should it show up at episode 43? No idea. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining us, and let's get to the ad. Everybody, the Rolls We Made is brought to you by legendcraft.ca. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking business that specializes in making cool, nerdy furniture for all your tabletop games. You can head on over to legendcraft.ca and check out some of the cool products that they have available. Their store isn't 100% open right now, mostly because they just opened up a Kickstarter that was fully funded within a few days, which is super awesome. The Kickstarter was for their Magna Tracker, which they are very busy producing right now. The Magna Tracker is a steel core, covered with wooden veneer that allows you to track your spells or health for tabletop games, and it's super cool and beautiful and nice. And right now they're hard at work building them. But you can go check out Legendcraft to see all of the stuff that they have available, so when their store opens up, you can be ready. You can sign up to be notified, and once they're opened up again, you can pick yourself out a lot of cool, neat stuff, including designing your own gaming table, which is going to have legs and spots to hold models and a spot to hold your iPad, all kinds of cool stuff. And if you use the offer code ROLLSWEMADE at checkout, you'll be able to get 5% off your order, and you'll support this show. So go check out our sponsor, Legendcraft. They appreciate it. We appreciate it. And hey, start your own legend. Oh, geez Louise. This is the part of the show where I have to remember all the important bookkeeping stuff to remember. If you love the show, the easiest way that you can support us is by listening to a bunch of episodes and after that, telling your friends. Word of mouth is pretty much the only way that we've ever gotten anyone to listen to this show. It's what we need in order to grow, and we're trusting that if we make a good product, people will come. So tell your friends and just take their phone from them and be like, hey, I think you'd like this podcast I listened to, and download a bunch of episodes to it. Let them listen to it, and they will appreciate it. I am sure. We are also just one piece of a large number of comedy products. Danielle, Jeff, and I do a podcast where we review Goosebumps books, and it's really, really funny, and it's called Geesebumps, available anywhere podcasts can be found. And if you want to hear us play video games, you can check out youtube.com/JoJoHasFun, and you can watch us play goofy video games wrong. It's a really good time. Our next episode is going to come out on January 22nd. And I think that covers all of our important announcements aside from, hey, I love you and you matter. And gosh, and it's so great to see you. And I really appreciate you. And thank you very much for, being in my life. It's wonderful. Have a good day.
I'll go next.
Okay. So you got a weight set for Jelson.
Yeah, I did.
That's what you got. So Jelson's family, I guess maybe you knew this. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. They were going to come up to Gersten's Redoubt as well. And they got there on the eve of Yule. They're only staying for a couple nights. So you and Jelson meet up. And he is wearing like a big puffy sweatshirt, which if you remember how big Jelson is, it's a big sweatshirt. And you go up to Jelson and he goes, oh, hey, bro. And he holds out the bones for you.
Yeah, bones it, bro.
You bones it, and then it erupts into just a tremendous bear hug, because that's Jelson's love language. Yeah. Bones, and then big old hug that crushes like your insides. And then he sets you down. Wow, man. So how's it been up here? How's been your shows and stuff? Why do you look so hurt? You look really hurt, bro.
It's showbiz, Jelson. You wouldn't believe showbiz.
I wouldn't believe showbiz. You're right. Dang it. So what you got there? And he's pointing to the. Did you wrap your gift?
I did, but very poorly.
That seems to be the theme.
So it's in like newspaper.
That dead media. So what? Like you wrapped it up like a fish from the market?
Yeah, like a fish from the market. Like I tried to get my sister to help me, but she doesn't know how to wrap either.
She wouldn't bother.
Yeah, neither of us know how to. So it's got there's a lot of tape on it. Just like a lot of tape.
I think we said this was an enchanted weight set, so it really doesn't. It's kind of unassuming. You hand Jelson the weight set, and he picks it up and he goes, okay. And even though you wrapped it very securely with just like his thumb and index finger, he rips this thing apart.
Of course.
And he pulls it out and he's like, wow, you got me an Uber Hercules brand magic weight set.
Hell yeah, I did, dude.
Uber Hercules is stronger than regular Hercules. Everyone in fantasy worlds knows this. And he reaches up and he presses a button on it on the weight set, and the weight set kind of glows like a mystical light, and then he he looks like it's a little harder for him to hold, and he's like, okay, and then he presses it again, and then you see all the veins in his arm immediately show up as he's holding it, and he's like, whoa, all right, and then he presses it one mo again, and then as he presses it one mo again, the weight set immediately, like, he keeps a grip on it, but it comes and hits the ground and leaves like a dent in it, and he's like, oh geez, and he presses it back down to when it's light, and he was like, I'm imagining you're doing this in like the cafeteria area, like, yeah,
it's in like the common area.
When that happens, like, some of the workers glance over to see the crack in the tile, and then Chelsea's like, it was birds, huh?
Then he runs.
Yeah, he runs. Then he meets up back up with you in a few minutes, and he's like, thanks, Hemlock. This is really sweet, man. I really appreciate it. And then he puts the big weight set into his pocket because he's a big boy. He can do that. And he's like, I got you something as well. And then he reaches into his other pocket and pulls out kind of like a smaller box, maybe about I would say about the size of like a box you would keep like a game controller in. Like so.
Okay.
So he hands that to you.
All right. I open it gingerly. Is it wrapped?
Yeah, it's wrapped. It's kind of got like a plain white wrapper with like a red bow. He's very traditional with his wrapping.
I try to unwrap it in that way that like you see like aunts and moms do, where they think they're going to reuse the wrapping paper later on, and they're probably not going to ever, but they're taking their time like undoing the tape and making it still look like nice and presentable, because I don't know how to wrap. So
Wren and Salt can expect this wrapping paper sometime in the future for something.
yeah, you'll see this in the future at some point.
That's great.
Oh Lord.
So you unwrap the package, and inside there is a deck of basically what you know to be trick cards, like for card tricks. Because most of your magic is like sleight of hand and type stuff. This is like if you wanted to actually do like really awesome, amazing card tricks. There's these very elaborate, very good looking, like a lot of care was put into like painting all the designs on these like really, really nice gilded edged magic playing cards. And they have and you pick them up, and I guess Hemlock would just know they have like a good weight, like they feel good.
I flip them around, I do that thing.
Yeah, you shuffle them.
Yeah.
The word you were looking for was shuffle.
That thing right
that
there.
Thing, you know that. Jelson, he's like, so what do you think? Is it cool? Do you like it? Is it cool?
This is fantastic, my dude.
Yes.
I love it. I'm happy we're spending this time together, because I feel like I haven't seen you in 2 arcs. You haven't had.
You've been real busy, man.
Yeah.
So have I.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we can enjoy the Yule together, and yeah, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I'm glad that you're here.
Jelson kind of smiles, and he kind of sits, and I think Reggie at this point brings you like 2 big mugs of hot cocoa. As you guys are kind of.
Jelson's is probably enormous.
It's big. It's a big mug. I guess you guys kind of catch up. I guess you haven't really seen much of Jelson.
Well, I got a lot to tell about what's been happening up here. So yeah.
Yeah. Jelson kind of goes over what's been going on. Like you tell him the story, like your big adventure, and he's like he loves hearing about your fun adventure fighting a scorpion.
He probably thinks I'm lying about most of it.
I think he believes you. I think he knows you and what you and the gang get up to. And then he goes, well, that's really cool. You know what I've been up to lately, my dude, is I've been working real hard on my gains, because I do sport. Did you know I do sports?
I do know that's a thing that you do. Yes.
Well, I'm getting. You said do.
I know that's for you.
Yeah, I've been getting scouted by
by some scorch ball,
by some bigger scorch ball teams. Yes, all the way from Nebony. So I've been really really focused, and I don't know, like it's kind of weird, man. Like in a couple months, like we're gonna be out of here. We're gonna be out of Spring Willow, and what do you have you thought about that yet, man? Have you thought about what you're gonna do when we're all done here?
Honestly, Jelson, I'm not gonna lie. School stuff is in the far back of my mind with everything that's been happening. I guess I need to think about that. No, I haven't given it much thought. I don't really know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I get you. It's sneaks up on you, and Jelson kind of crosses his arms and turns back his cocoa that's on the counter, and then Jelson goes, I think about what life was like where I grew up, like back in the barbarian tribe I grew up in, which was pretty that. That's why I'm so big, yeah. And it's I didn't give any thought to what life would be like when I was like in school, and now it's come around again. I thought I had everything all figured out, my dude. And,
well, I mean, no matter what. Here's what I think, Jelson. No matter whatever you choose or wherever life takes you, it's going to be good. Because you're a good guy. And also you're enormous and very muscular.
Well, thank you. I am very enormous and very muscular. And you are not those things. And
no.
But you are also a very good guy.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Yep.
We're going to be, you know what? We're going to be okay.
He says, yeah, I think we are. I don't know what happens next. Hemlock, you tell me what happens next here.
I
I'm kind of curious in the same way that Wren is. Like, is there like does Hemlock like Jelson?
I had gathered that from our like episode 1.
Yeah, I think I kind of just sort of like lean against him, like kind of cutely.
Okay, yeah, you cutely lean against him, and I would say that he kind of brings his arm around you, and just kind of like gives you like a nice embrace. And then as he's hugging you, he reaches over and grabs your hot cocoa and starts drinking.
Dude,
So I'm thirsty, dog. Like these are heavy. And I think he
You
just
guys are already on that level.
and I think you guys just kind of have a nice evening, just kind of hanging out. This is Danielle's part. It was recorded on a different day because
No, it wasn't. That's lies.
it was recorded on the same day. Obviously,
Yes,
it's totally
Right now.
the same day. Yeah,
we're live.
we are live in living color. Richard is throwing a big party for his rich friends and Londra in the
Yeah, his
Gurston.
name's not Richard for no reason.
Yep, because he's very rich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's Richard.
So what are you doing on this day? Like, are you partaking in the party? Are you, what are you up to?
I am circulating among various parties, and I'm doing recon.
You're literally crashing Yule parties.
Fool, I do what I want.
What kind of party would you hope to find?
I'm looking for potential minions. So I'm looking for the ones who are outcast and angry.
You don't stick around the Gurston parties very long. I don't.
No, no.
They're too
parties.
fancy.
Parties.
You go to the seedier parts of this lovely mountain.
That's right. I slum it a little.
You
Yeah.
slum it a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually is not super difficult to do. This town is the workers live in the town. So like there are like some neighborhoods and like some I wouldn't call them tenements, but larger buildings where people live, like apartments, but like super great ones. You basically come to this small neighborhood where there's a bunch of like low thatched houses, and you come to this large building. It's decked out in Yule accoutrement. I don't know that I've really described what the if you were in town and you had like a Yule tree, it would be made out of like metal or aluminum. It would look like it was covered in frost.
Ooh,
Up here they don't
shiny.
really have to do that because it snows up here. So a lot of the trees are done up with ribbons and bells and just these really nice like upon closer inspection it looks like it may have just been like scrap cloth that was close to the right color, but it looks really, it looks like someone really tried.
And there's definitely like a straw goat effigy, right? That people are going to light on fire at some point.
Yeah, there is a straw goat effigy.
Big old straw goat.
That's they every year they burn an effigy of Sam Hain to kind of
Yep.
get rid of their negativity.
Clear the
He returns to the astral plane with the negativity that they burn him.
That's right. And they are
with.
free.
They don't say this, but it's sort of like everyone has to concentrate on something they were really upset about over the year, and then someone
you light the
secretly
fire.
lights it on fire, and
Yeah,
the thought is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sam Hain obviously is burning because I'm so upset about
Yeah,
that.
let's do this.
And then
let's
he
go.
can take that negativity away. But really, it was just like, your dad had a lighter. But that's not as exciting.
Yeah, but
That is not the miracle of Yule.
that's right. We got to live it up a little. Got to amp it up.
You're disguised, I'm assuming, right? You're kind of in like not.
Oh yeah. I'm blending
traditional
in,
salt clothes.
man. Yeah.
So yeah, you're kind of just dressed like what you think a normal person would be dressed like.
So I'm wearing a tuxedo.
Yes, I would
Again.
imagine actually you're probably wearing a sweatshirt. Your hair probably isn't super elaborate. Like maybe you're wearing a hat. Like,
Yeah,
like
probably a nice hat.
you really are slumming it, like how rich kids do.
And I'm like smacking on some gum.
So you don't have to talk. That's smart.
Right,
Because then
right.
you will be instantly revealed with your fucking fancy Southern Belle accent. Like everyone has their doors open so you can kind of like move from one gathering to another. It looks like
Fools.
it's looked like this whole apartment building is just like one big celebration for everybody who happens to live there.
Idiots.
And you see a lot of people gathered for very modest meals. Most of them are sort of like bread and like maybe like some kind
Ramen?
of, what's that?
Ramen?
No, they don't have ramen, but it's more like bread and like porridge or oatmeal.
No, ramen's too elaborate. You're right.
Yeah, they wouldn't necessarily have that, but it's like some stuff you would eat in bowls.
Yeah, stuff
Which is
that
not-
smushes in your mouth.
It's Yule like porridges and puddings are big at Yule, so it's not like
I mean,
huge. It's not. It's like it's the food you would eat at Yule, but it's not like expensive. You know what I
it's
mean?
the food you eat when you're missing teeth.
Right. Because Yule's for everybody.
Yes, exactly.
And as you're going through this, you see that a lot of people are. Most of the apartments you're walking past, the doors, they seem to have like Yule trees with maybe 1 or 2 gifts under them, but not many. Like it doesn't look like people are taking part in the more materialist aspects of this holiday. It seems more just like it's about togetherness. And as you're walking through, you see someone walking past you, and it's just a person in the town, but you see that they're carrying like these, it looks like a Triffin. You know what a Triffin box is?
I do not.
A Triffin box is a series of interconnected, like, they look like Tupperware, but they're typically made of metal. These ones are made of glass, and you can see in them, and inside them, it looks like there's a bunch, like it's several chambers that are each containing, like, it almost looks like a tower of Tupperware that's kind of stuck together with like a rail.
Whoa.
It's kind of like a bento, like a vertical bento box.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
They have it and they're carrying it, and it's in like a plastic bag as well. Like they got it from something official. And as you're walking through, you notice that, and you notice a couple of people having those Triffin boxes. What do you want to do?
I would like to touch one.
Touch one what? One of the boxes? Okay. One of the people's coming by, and I think you kind of just hold out a hand. And I mean, you grab the box. I don't think they're noticing you because they're trying to get back to their family or whatever. And they're like, oh, hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello, Governor.
Hi.
How's it?
It's fine.
I touch your box.
We just met, so I don't know if that's totally.
Well,
Are you hungry?
Yule.
Like, did you want some of the porridge or?
No, I just wanted to experience touching a box.
So this person, they hold up their little Triffin, and you can put hands on it.
You have my blessing. Oh shit! I mean, you have, Governor. You have my blessing. So yeah.
So you touch the box, and it's just, it feels like you're touching a lukewarm Tupperware with soup in it.
Oh, delicious.
I don't know what you were planning on with that one.
Just making some sensual contact.
And then the person pulls the box back and is like, so great. Happy Yule.
All right.
If
Yule.
If you're hungry, they're handing out more. I think they still got some left. And then they keep walking.
Hurrah! Cheers.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna follow them and see where they're getting their special sauce.
You follow one of the people who it looks just like a parent just leaving to go get their. You follow them into this courtyard area. This apartment building is sort of like a big box with like a center area, and you can see like clotheslines running between different apartments, and the clothes are kind of like, they're not flapping in the wind obviously because it's a building, but you can see they're gently waving. And then in the center of this space is a goat statue of Sam Hain that doesn't look like it's been burned yet, but there are people who are gathered. And then off to one side, I mean, there's an entrance into there's 4 entrances into the apartment, obviously, because the building's a square. But off near one of them is a tent set up, like a white tent that you would set up at like a park or something. And under the tent is a couple of tables where there are people who are dressed in these, it look like these grayish white uniforms.
Okay.
People are coming up. The people behind the counter reach underneath it, and they pull out a Triffin box and they hand it to them. And it looks like a line has formed. What do you want to do?
I want to case the joint. I feel like no one can be generous like this. This is a setup. They're doing something. They're smuggling drugs in those Triffin boxes. I know it.
This is very salt. Okay. Roll plus investigation.
I'm intrigued. Am I gonna get in on the drug trade?
We'll find out, won't we?
11 plus 50.
No.
Plus investigation 5.
So so that's 16.
Yeah.
That's you can hold 2 from investigate a mystery, and I'll give you 1. And the one I will give you is who or what is it? As you are you're casing the joint, so you're kind of like standing off to the side, kind of observing as people go up and get this stuff. And you see like one of the people who is handing the food out. They have like, these gray and white uniforms. They're like coats, and one of them has undone their coat a little bit, and you can see like the shirt underneath. And underneath is a symbol. And the symbol underneath is it looks like a hook and a basket. It looks like a fishing hook and a basket like right next to each other.
Evil.
No, actually, you recognize that symbol. It's like the hook and basket was a term like Celestian soldiers and stuff who kind of like lost their commission but still wanted to do good works. They joined a group called the Hook and Basket, which was this. That's what it's called.
Okay, it's a cult.
It's a cult. Well,
it's fine.
they call it the Order of the Hook. I mean, you can do a spout lore to find out, but you also have another one from Investigate a Mystery. So you have what happened, what is going to happen, what is useful or valuable, what is being concealed.
I think what's being concealed?
What is being concealed here is you notice that once you walked in here, like there's 4 different people behind this counter, and after a few seconds, like you notice like they're all coming out and talking to people as they come up, like it's almost like they're taking turns. Since you've been out here, you've only seen 3 of them, but there's 4 people in this little tent area handing stuff.
Aha! They're making Tiferet boxes out of the 4th person.
That's possible. Yes.
Yeah.
Given what I've provided you, that is a possible scenario.
That is most likely scenario. Yes.
Yes. The crowd is starting to, you've been watching this for a little while. It looks like that things are starting to kind of thin out a little bit. Maybe they're running out of food, or maybe they've delivered everything.
Well, I would like to disguise myself in one of these lovely, attractive hook and basket shirts underneath a bland coat thing.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for this because no one would notice. You kind of walk off to the side somewhere where no one can see you, and you quickly change your glamour to look like one of the hook and basket people, which isn't hard. You've observed their outfits, so you know what they look like. And you kind of just walk up to the tent, and you just kind of, I imagine, do you want to just like stroll in?
Yep.
Make a charisma check.
All right.
Just straight up charisma plus charisma.
9 plus 6. Oh, no, that's a saving throw. 9 plus 3.
So 12? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, you kind of just walk in. You walk with confidence. No one who's working behind here kind of like takes too much notice of you. And when you get back here, it's just kind of like what you thought it would be. There's underneath the counter, it looks like there's a bunch of these Triffin boxes kind of sitting on a thing to keep them warm, like a small like pad, like a metal pad that's kind of like keeping everything warm down there, like a hot plate almost. And you also notice that there is kind of like a back area where the tent is closed off, that's probably where they're cooking stuff or whatever. What do you want to do?
I would like to go back there because I know that Soylent Green is people.
Okay, you go back there and they cut your head off and you're processed into a bar.
That's fair.
That is fair. It's delicious. It tastes like soy. No, it doesn't.
No, it tastes like bitterness and salt.
That's what you're made of. No, you get back there and you smell it first. It's the smell of this porridge. And as you take a step back, you step in something wet and you see like a huge pot of this porridge fell to the ground.
Ugh.
And the 4th person who you saw when you walked in and who you haven't seen thus far, they are in there cleaning it up. And you can see them from the back now. Her hair is done up in like a hairnet, and her back is turned to you. She's just cleaning, just like kind of like doing her best with like a dust broom and like a rag. It sucks. It is a real fucking mess back here. What do you want to do?
Oi, mate. What is happening? His eye?
says you. And the person who's cleaning says, just the pot fell. It's not a big deal. We still have plenty. And then she kind of turns to look at you. I'm not going to just let you choose this. I need this to be a roll.
Okay.
Roll straight up and down. This is basically like a heads or tails. Okay. On an 11 to 20, you remembered to change your face appearance. On a 10 or lower, you did not.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
7. Shit.
You did not change your face appearance. You're just salt in the outfit. And when you turn, you see when this person turns, it is Naya. It is your mother, Naya.
Oops.
And she makes eye contact with you. And I don't think your little disguise changes because she's looking at you, because like the part of your disguise that she has pierced through is just your face. Although technically speaking, she knows you're not a member of the Hook and Basket. But I don't think.
Surprise! Yep. I'm a new member.
She turns and she like slips and falls down like surprised.
Oh damn!
At seeing
all right.
You. And she's like, Salt, sorry. And she stands up to her full height. And as she does so, you realize kind of how small this space is. Like she's an intimidating frame.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like brushing herself off because there's porridge on her now. And she kind of looks at you nervous. She's like, what are you doing back here?
I am investigating.
You don't need to have the accent anymore. We both know that that's not how you talk. What are you investigating?
I think that y'all are up to something. I don't trust you.
Salt, we're not up to anything. We're handing food out. That's
No one does that.
Well, we do. We do every year. We hand out food.
Take
here.
me to your leader.
Okay. And she walks to the front, like past you, and she's like, Jeremy. And this guy walks back. He kind of has like tousled brown hair and like a big dimple. And he walks up and he's like, yes, Naya. And then he sees you and he's like, oh, hello, new friend. Are you here to help volunteer with us today?
Yeah. Oi, Gov, yeah.
And Naya sees you do that and she kind of shakes her head and she goes, yeah, she wants to help, I guess. And he's like, good. Did you bring your own spoon?
Oh, you know it.
Well, perfect. Does Salt have a spoon?
I am. Let's see. Is there anything in my bag that could? I have a small knife. I could attempt to.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. I think that's fine. He's like, all right, perfect. Well, I'll set you up back here. And then he walks over and pulls out like a big thing of empty Triffin boxes. And he basically says like, all right, well, I'll leave you to it. Get to work. And Naya's kind of watching you surprised. And she's just like, Salt, do you really want to work back here?
Not at all.
That's what I thought. Listen, why don't you just kind of wait for a little while? I'll be done here as soon as I finish cleaning this up. I can take off early, I think.
I'll help you clean up.
Okay. Yeah, you help. You reluctantly. I'm sure reluctantly. I know you've been warming up to her. But
Begrudgingly.
you reluctantly assist Naya with cleaning up this big mess of porridge. I'm gonna
taste a little bit of it while I'm cleaning it up.
It tastes pretty good. I mean, I don't know that you necessarily eat the one from the floor.
Sure, why not?
Okay. It tastes less good. It tastes like something good that fell on the floor.
It tastes like something good with a little dirt and grass in it.
But I mean, it tastes like porridge. It tastes fine. You finish tasting this porridge. An hour, I think. Do you help Naya with like putting stuff in Triffin boxes for a while as well, or do you just kind of hang out?
I help her, but I use magic.
What do you use?
I disguise the porridge so it's not there.
You can't do that. So you gotta try again. You have thaumaturgy. Okay. You can make the porridge.
I do have thaumaturgy.
spooky.
I make the porridge make ghost sounds.
Okay, yeah. So all the porridge that they hand out for the rest of the night is like very spooky. Make a deception check.
15
Plus.
plus 6.
Okay, yeah. So everyone's just kind of like they start noticing like, this everyone takes the porridge, goes back to their apartment, and then like yells in terror.
I'm very pleased with this result.
Jeremy turns to you guys and is like, y'all know anything about that? And then Nia looks very confused. And then she just looks at you.
What?
And then she looks back at Jeremy and she's like, no.
Yeah, that's right. No idea. Beats me.
They hand out food for another like hour, and then they clean up. And then you and your mom are just sitting on a park bench. It looks like they're getting ready to burn the effigy of Samhain. Lots of people are gathered.
Fire time.
Nia, she turns to you and she goes, Salt, what were you doing here? Like, why did you come to this place? Like, what was your plan? I know it wasn't to help hand out
Oh, absolutely not. No, I was just here because I figured that there had to be something fishy in the porridge, and I was gonna investigate and take notes.
You didn't find anything fishy in the porridge, I'm guessing?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for helping. It's a lot of work that no one expected you to do. She then looks at the effigy, and it's starting to. Everyone's kind of getting ready to think of their negative feelings.
Oh yeah.
Which Nia looks like she closes her eyes. Salt, what do you do?
I am definitely gonna think a negative thought and summon a flame.
You're gonna set on fire. Mm-hmm. What negative thought are you going to think of?
I'm gonna think of everyone at school who's ever been mean to me.
So, Hemlock and
Wren. Yep. I'm mentally setting them on fire.
Okay. Somewhere they're closed, catch on fire, and they die. No. Yeah, you think about people who've picked on you, which I guess is kind of weird now because you are very popular.
Powerful.
And powerful. And you close your eyes, and I'm sure Thaumaturgy can let you do this. You just set it on fire.
Hell yeah, I do.
And it ignites quickly, and everyone's like, whoa, like they're very surprised. And then you open your eyes and you see that this effigy of Samhain, it's a goat. It's just like a wicker goat. Like it's about as big as like a nightstand. It's not super huge, but it's on like a little platform, and everyone's kind of excited and they all like cheer. And then Nia stands up and she goes, I don't think I have to clean up or anything. We may as well head back to the Gurston and be done with today.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to do a little jig first.
Okay.
Before the flaming goat, I need to dance.
Go ahead.
Thank you. And I dance very awkwardly and poorly. The most white person dancing you've ever seen.
I think she watches you do this for a while, and she kind of giggles. And she says, your father didn't pay for lessons for you to be able to dance? Of all the things he said that you would learn to do, dancing, I'm sure, was one of them.
I feel like learning to do the running man is learning to dance. So can you
do the running man?
I can do half of it.
Roll to running man. This will be plus performance, but I'm going to give you disadvantage because Salt is. Yeah.
All right, 12 and 5. God damn it.
Yeah,
5 plus.
I think you
3.
almost fall down trying to do this running man. And Nia giggles again. And she's like, well, that was something. That was something.
I'm working on it.
I can tell. And then Nia walks over to you as you're trying to running man, which I'm thinking the part that you screwed up is when you brought your right leg up, you kicked the back of your thigh and fell.
Absolutely, yes.
Nia gets right behind you, and she kind of kneels down, and she's like, try again. And you move to running man again, and right before your foot hits yourself again, Naya grabs your foot and kind of adjusts it so you don't, and you immediately figured out like what you were doing wrong.
Oh, you're not supposed to kick yourself.
No, you're not supposed to kick your It kind of goes without
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
saying. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Naya stands up and she goes, well, you've done your little jig. I'm glad we could figure it out.
I am now a dancer.
You are now a dancer. Shall we head back? The two of you walk back to the Gersten relatively quietly. You know, she looks tired, like her hairnet's off and her hair is kind of like normally she has these really tight braids. It looks like they look loose because she's been working. What do you want to do?
I'm going to ask her about this hook and basket situation.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
All right. So here's what I want to know. Who's the leader?
Of
Hook and basket. Who's the basket and who's the hook?
It looks like she thinks for a minute and then she goes, well, Salt, there's a Modernian regional administrator for the hook and basket, but they're not really so much.
Give me a name.
His name's Rick. He has an office in Springwillow.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I might just have to see what Rick is up to when I get home.
Yeah, he's probably just coordinating volunteer efforts around Springwillow and the area beyond. It's
Sounds fake.
okay. I guess it sounds fake to you. Two of you walk a little ways back to the Gersten, and then she walks to. She's walking back to the room where Richard is. I think she doesn't. It's late now, so like if there was any kind of party or anything that's happening, it's long since like dispersed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's just heading back to the room. You imagine like probably to go to bed. What do you want to do?
Am I staying with them?
Yeah.
Or, okay, yeah. Well, then I guess I'll follow her.
Yeah, you go back and when you get in, you see that Richard looks like he's probably gone to bed. Naya has gone into the bathroom, most likely to like shower off. Your room is still like it looks like obviously people have been here and like the fire is dying down. There's some dirty dishes and like the sweet sink that looks like a servant's cleaning up. But you're pretty much just like, you know, you're alone in your room. What do you want to do?
Do I have a present for my parents? I don't remember.
You bought a present for your mom. You got her like a concealed a knife that you can easily conceal.
Oh, fuck yeah. Did I get one for myself too?
No,
Damn.
you just got a knife for her.
Shit. All right. Well, I guess I'll just wait for her to come out of the bathroom.
Surprise her with a knife.
Surprise her with the knife.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. Okay. After, it doesn't take very long. I think you're probably just sitting at in one of the plush living room chairs. Naya comes out and she's like in like her bath, like her nighttime clothes, like your sleeping clothes, pajamas. I don't know why that was.
Sleeping.
And she sees that you're still up and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were still awake. Salt, did you need something?"
I have a present for you.
You say that. And she kind of eyes you suspiciously. What do you do?
Don't worry, it's violent. Yes, but okay. So it's here. Open it.
So she describe the box that it's in, or describe what it's in.
It's in a very oversized box that's wrapped like partially.
And you didn't think to find a smaller box. I guess this is what it's in.
I guess this is what this is. Yep. And then I put a little bow on it.
So she takes this and she kind of like pops it open as best she can. She doesn't. I think she has the thought to do the thing where like you take the wrapping paper off slowly, but she doesn't do a great job at that. She kind of just rips it off because she's exhausted.
Yeah.
And she opens the box and looks inside. And then she reaches in and she pulls out. What does this knife look like?
Okay, so
Because originally you said it was like a kitchen knife, but like what really does this knife look like? Because I imagine you would, because salt, money was no object with this
Oh,
particular
yeah.
thing. So describe what this knife is.
Okay, so this knife is has like a very white marble handle,
Okay.
and the blade is like retractable, but it's also like 6 or 7 inches long and serrated.
Does it flip or does it like
It flips.
so it's almost like a butterfly knife. It's not so much like a switchblade where you press a button and it pops out. It's like it flips up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She holds it and like she notices, like she doesn't know what it is obviously at first, but then she kind of like flips it and she sees it becomes a knife, and she kind of twirls it in her hand and she looks at it and she goes, it looks like she's about to like say something, and then she stops and then she like closes the knife back up, and then she closes her eyes for a second and then she says, "I can't accept this," and she hands it back to you.
Why?
Make a, you know what? No, you wouldn't. This just wouldn't work. Yeah, you say why, and she just says, "Salt, I just don't. I don't want it. I just don't want it." Okay. And then she like reaches up and kind of like squeezes like her hair like to get water. It looks like, I guess, to get water out of it. And then I think she just I think she just I think she just says goodnight like quietly and then just like walks away from you.
Well, fuck me. Son of a bitch. Now I got a knife.
How does well, Salt, you still have this knife.
Yeah.
Here's a fun thing to ask. How does Salt feel?
Obviously slighted, and Salt holds a grudge. So she's a little hurt, but she won't admit that she's hurt. She'll just feel like she's
Just be mad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Salt, that's the end of your Yule adventure. That's what happened.
My mom doesn't love me.
Yeah. So the next arc starts. The next adventure is the start of the next arc. Isn't that exciting?
That's exciting.
You guys want to do a little teaser for that?
Let's do a tease.
can.
Okay.
Tease me.
All right.
Tease me.
Not a few weeks, a couple days later.
It's a big difference.
There is a big difference. My sense of time is all fucked up because of this whole coronavirus. It's already over.
Well, now you have to bleep that.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter for podcasts anyway. And we being like the audience and everybody, we see Maximus Mile, the street where Salt's house is and where many of the nicest homes in Spring Willow are. And it is glorious. The streets are lined with flowers that are kept magically growing even in the din of winter. And we see like these tall like oak trees that you just want to sit underneath and hang out. It's really, really nice. And we see many of the homes on Maximus Mile, and they're all opulent with these large hedges and these big gates and many stories with gilded columns. And then we come to a 2-level home that is comparatively very humble to the rest of the houses on Maximus Mile. And as we get closer to this house, we see that there is a placard on the door labeled Cashier in really nice like metal, like someone gilded a piece of steel with gold, which lets us know that this is the Cashier residence. And as we go into the house, we see that we are in a large entry hall with a marble floor with this black and white checkerboard pattern. And there's this tremendous staircase. And as we go up the staircase, we see that there is a portrait of a young woman, this huge, like 2-scale portrait of a woman sitting in a chair. And it's a young woman with short black hair, and she looks very stern. And we recognize who this person is because this is Kian, who, as we all know, is the student council president for Spring Willow Academy. The portrait is here because obviously this is her home. And as the camera moves up the stairs and down a long hallway, we find the hallway is darkened and the only light is coming from a bedroom door that's slightly open. And as we go into this room, we see Kian, and she's sitting at a large, like wooden desk in a big leather chair, and she's got her hands on her eyes, and she looks absolutely exhausted. And as we come closer, we see that piled up around her are tons of books and notepads and like big old pots of ink with quills in them, like she's been doing some kind of like research or study or something like that.
Fan fiction.
Fan fiction, yes. And then she brings her hands to her eyes and she rubs them for a few seconds and sits back. And then she looks out her window at some of the other houses on Maximus Mile. Very slowly, she reaches down under her desk and pulls out looks like a notepad that's got this very nice looking stationery like that you can like tear off. And then she sets it down on like her desk blotter, and then she reaches over and grabs a quill and she dips it in ink, and at the very top of this piece of paper she writes the words guest, and then she underneath begins to start writing names. And that's where we'll stop.